Welcome to my channel. Try to hear the latest story.
My partner chuckled, revealing she'd been intimate with your father for half a year. During our meal, I replied, I'm aware. Then I disclosed that I'd captured all the details from my mother's legal team in the separation. Father forfeited $30 million, and she was included in the legal action. I, a 29-year-old man, was seated at my folks' milestone celebration supper, observing my partner, Celeste, 27, becoming increasingly intoxicated on premium vino. My father, Richard, 52, continued topping off her goblet, exchanging subtle glances. My mother, Patricia, 50, was discussing their forthcoming 30th milestone journey to Italy. Suddenly, Celeste began snickering, that inebriated, spiteful snicker I'd come to identify. This is utterly ridiculous, she mumbled. This entire joyful household facade. Mother halted in the middle of her words. Pardon? Celeste stared right at me. Your offspring is pitiful, Patricia. Incapable of pleasing a lady. That's the reason I've been involved with Richard for 6 months. The quiet was overwhelming. Mother's complexion turned pale. Father attempted to interject, but Celeste continued. He's far superior to your son, wealthier, more skilled, truly understands the process. We chuckle over how oblivious you two are. I took a drink of water, set my cup aside, gazed straight into her eyes. I'm aware. Celeste's tipsy grin wavered. What? I've been informed for 4 months, from February onward. Father rose. Son, this isn't... Take a seat, Richard. Mother's tone was frigid. Allow him to continue. I retrieved my smartphone. Mother, recall when you requested my assistance in setting up that fresh surveillance setup at the residence? The kind with video devices? She nodded gradually. I added a couple more. In Father's personal workspace. His secluded entryway. The cabana by the pool. Father's expression shifted from flushed to ashen. I possess all of it. Each encounter. Every discussion, including the one where you both talked about concealing properties from Mother. Oh, and Celeste? Recall when you boasted about faking a pregnancy to lock in the fortune? That's documented as well. Celeste let her wine goblet fall. It broke on the stone surface. You're not really expecting, I went on. I'm certain because I spotted the counterfeit pregnancy kit you purchased digitally. The one you intended to employ post-ceremony. Mother rose entirely composed. Jordan, have you forwarded all the materials to my attorney? 3 hours earlier, Mother. Mr. Garrison indicates it's the most thorough proof collection he's ever obtained. You see, what Celeste and Father were unaware of was that Mother had harbored suspicions for months. She'd requested the cameras for protection but actually sought verification. I uncovered much more than we anticipated. Father attempted to rescue the situation. Patricia, darling, we can resolve this. Your premarital agreement is invalidated by unfaithfulness. Richard, I think that's, what did Mr. Garrison mention, Jordan? 30 million in holdings plus the firm's equity. Father slumped back into his seat. Celeste was desperately messaging somebody. My relatives and attorney. You can't capture individuals without permission. This is unlawful. One-party approval jurisdiction, I stated. I was there for half the captures since I resided there also. The workspace captures? Mother's title is on the property document. She approved. You tricked me, she yelled. No, you revealed yourself. During supper. Before observers. Update 1. The arrogance has soared to incredible heights. Initially, Celeste attempted to repair our bond. Truly believed I'd still wed her. Appeared at my flat at 2 a.m., weeping. Darling, I was intoxicated. I didn't intend it. Your father influenced me. You actually have a capture of you stating, and I quote, Jordan's so foolish I'll claim half his tech venture in the split while being with his father. That was misinterpreted. The setting was you were with my father. In my youthful sleeping quarters. She altered strategies. Okay. But you are indebted to me. 3 years as a couple. You vowed a tomorrow. A tomorrow you planned to ruin after acquiring my equity in the enterprise. Then she unleashed the surprise. I'll inform everybody you were aware and remained inactive that you're a pushover who observed. Proceed. Inform everybody you were intimate with your partner's father. Observe how that affects your reputation. She departed, but not prior to taking my Nintendo Switch. Trivial, but fine. Then Father attempted the remorse method. Appeared at my workplace with sobs. Sobs. Son, you shattered our household. No, you shattered it when you were intimate with my partner. She enticed me. I'm the injured party here. My helper was observing through the transparent entrance. Mouth agape. Father, I have footage of you messaging her to visit while mother was at her reading group. You don't comprehend. Your mother and I, matters haven't been positive. So you become involved with my 27-year-old partner? She rejuvenated my youth. You're going to feel truly youthful providing support payments. He attempted to seize my computer. Guards had to remove him. A 52-year-old manager being pulled away by guards while yelling about his unappreciative offspring. My colleagues are still discussing it. But the height of arrogance? Celeste's mother, Rita, contacted me. How dare you embarrass my child? She embarrassed herself. You were meant to wed her. I already covered the location. With my payment card, which I've contested. She's distressed. She had to relocate home. Distressed from being with my father? You're damaging her standing. Nobody will court her now. Behaviors have repercussions. I'll pursue you for psychological harm. Join the queue. After my mother's separation attorney, the official notices began arriving. Celeste engaged some opportunistic legal expert who issued a stop and refrain regarding the unlawful captures. Mother's attorney replied with a loan section essentially stating haha no. Then Celeste committed something remarkably foolish. She launched a weblog enduring a self-absorbed person, my narrative. She depicted herself as a sufferer of my mental control and my father as another casualty of my intricate plot. Per her, I arranged everything to ruin two blameless individuals. Issue, she employed actual identities and issued demonstrably untrue assertions. Mother's attorney included slander in the legal action. Update 2 revelation stage of mother's separation has been enlightening. It emerges, Father and Celeste weren't merely in a liaison. They had a commercial deal. Father was funding her flat that I believed she shared with housemates. Her vehicle installments she claimed her folks assisted. Her shop she was launching vending shipped junk. Her relative's marriage present, $5,000 currency. Her lip enhancements, I noticed they appeared altered. Some $73,000 across 6 months. From my family's funds. But here's where it becomes outrageous. Celeste maintained a document, labeled it Project Enhancement. The scheme: 1. Wed me, gain entry to my tech venture equity. 2. Persist with liaison with father. Separate from me after 2 years, alleging mistreatment. 4. Extort father with liaison proof. 5. Conclude with funds from both of us. She noted Jordan's firm will go public shortly. Cautious projection, $2 to $3 million disbursement. Richard's remorse funds, $500,000 leased. Overall haul, $3.5 million by age 30. My mother's attorney is enjoying himself immensely. But hold on, there's additional. Father attempted to conceal holdings. Transferred $2 million to a foreign account. Issue? He executed it following receiving separation documents. That's deceit. Mother's financial investigator discovered it in 48 hours. Father's now confronting felony accusations. His attorney abandoned him. Meanwhile, Celeste intensified. She contacted my firm's backers. Informed them I was emotionally erratic and retaliatory and they should rethink investment. Our primary backer, Wendy, contacted me chuckling. Your former partner just attempted to sabotage your firm because you discovered her with your father? This surpasses streaming shows. They didn't withdraw support. They boosted it. Evidently, they respected my tactical approach amid personal strain. Then arrived the kin conflict. My father's sibling, Uncle Pete, selected allegiances. Team Father began circulating tales that Mother was in a liaison as well. That's why she snared Father. Mother's reply? She pursued him legally too. Turns out, Pete's been misappropriating from the kin enterprise for years. Father was aware and concealed it. The financial investigator uncovered that also. Pete's spouse, Qley, contacted me yelling that I've demolished the kin and her children won't have education funds now. Perhaps Pete shouldn't have taken $400,000 then. That funds was assured to him. Assured? It was misappropriation, Qley. Your mother is retaliatory. My mother was betrayed with my partner, by my father, in our dwelling. She disconnected. Celeste, recognizing the legal expenses were accumulating, attempted a desperate move. She reached out to my former girlfriend from university, Harmony, seeking negative info on me. Harmony promptly sent me all. Dude, your former partner is insane. She proposed $1,000 for mistreatment tales about you. I informed her the gravest act you committed was neglecting to record The Bachelor once. I forwarded those images to mother's attorney also. Update 3. The collapse is total. Father's detention occurred at his golf club, amid a game with customers. The deceit accusations were grave, shifting holdings during separation processes, plus the misappropriation concealment, plus fiscal avoidance. Yes, they discovered that also. His booking photo appeared in the regional commerce publication. The title, Tech Leaders Liaison Results in National Accusations. He contacted me from detention. Son, please. I require release funds. Inquire with Celeste. She restricted my contact. Astonishing. Your mother won't reply. Also astonishing. You're my offspring and you were intimate with my partner. He secured release via his attorney. Fresh one. Costly. But the harm was accomplished. His firm compelled him to step down. His standing? Ruined. Meanwhile, Celeste's circumstances deteriorated. Recall that shop she initiated with father's funds? She hadn't been settling dues, or suppliers, or lease, since she presumed father would handle it. When his holdings were immobilized, all fell apart. She is indebted $45,000. Her resolution? She attempted to vend the band I presented her. Issue. It was my grandmother's band. Mother's parent, who's still living, and very keen on retrieving it. Grandma Agnes arrived at Celeste's flat with her attorney. That's my band, dear. I lent it to my grandson, for his prospective spouse. You're not his spouse. Celeste attempted to assert it was a present. Grandma possessed records, actual records, plus coverage papers indicating it was a kin treasure on temporary loan. Authorities became involved. Celeste had to relinquish the band or confront larceny accusations. She relinquished it. Grandma promptly returned it to me. For when you discover someone who's not a relationship-destroying scoundrel, dear, the separation processes have been harsh. Mother's acquiring. The dwelling, valued at $4 million. 60% of all holdings. Complete control of 3 leased properties. Support of $15,000 monthly. Father's classic vehicle assortment. Sum, approximately $30 million. Father's remaining with his retirement fund and 1 apartment. He's 52, unemployed, and poisonous in the commerce circle. But here's the exquisite retribution. Celeste was notified also. She's listed in the separation as the other woman and mothers pursuing her for interference in marriage. It's an actual regulation in our region. She might be liable to mother up to $500,000. Celeste's response? She visited father's apartment, insisting he cover her attorney. Father's fresh companion opened the entrance. Yes, he already progressed. With a 23-year-old server named Bambi. Celeste erupted, hurled a planter at the entrance, got detained for property damage. Her booking photos inferior to father's. Final update, it's concluded. And the conclusion is precisely what they merited. Father's felony hearing was swift. Deceit, fiscal avoidance, misappropriation, plot. His attorney arranged a bargain. 18 months in low-security facility. $2 million in penalties. 5 years supervision. He enters incarceration next month. Bambi already departed him for a digital currency enthusiast. Uncle Pete received 3 years. Qley separated from him and relocated with her folks. Celeste's legal circumstances is a work of art in retribution. The interference in marriage action? She failed. Liable to mother $350,000. Her shop insolvency? Examined for deceit because she was concealing holdings. The slander from her weblog? Another $50,000. Fiscal avoidance? The revenue service joined. She is liable $23,000 in overdue dues. Overall obligation? $468,000. At 27 years old, she attempted filing for insolvency. Magistrate rejected it. Interference in marriage and slander rulings aren't erasable. Her resolution? She initiated an adult content site. Relationship record beauty was her theme. It endured 1 week. Somebody, certainly not me, forwarded the connections to her traditional folks and their religious group. Rita contacted me crying, imploring me to halt it. I can't manage the web, Rita. You've demolished her existence. She demolished her own existence when she was intimate with my father. She committed an error. For 6 months, Celeste had to relocate to her folks' tiny community. Inhabitants 2,000. Where all are aware of her actions because Rita's religious supplication group disseminated it as a supplication appeal. She's employed at a fuel stop. Her relative, the attorney, rejected her after the phony pregnancy kit matter emerged. Last week she messaged me from a fresh contact. I'm regretful. Can we converse? I didn't reply. She messaged again. I know you despise me, but I'm overwhelmed. Please. Still didn't reply. Ultimate message. You triumphed. Are you content? I replied. I didn't triumph anything. I just declined to fail. Restricted. As for me, Mother and I are nearer than before. We're truly in counseling jointly, processing the disloyalty. She's courting a pleasant fellow named Eugene who possesses a bookshop and believes this entire tale is dramatically retributive. The firm's performing excellently. We finalize Series B investment. My former Harmony is actually our fresh financial officer. Strictly business. She's contentedly wedded. I'm in counseling also. Confidence problems? Yes, you might say that. But my counselor states I managed everything exceptionally well given the situation. Began courting someone fresh. Her name's Quinn. She's a financial investigator. We encountered via Mother's separation attorney. She believes the document Celeste maintained is the most absurd thing she's ever witnessed in her profession. Mother retained the dwelling. Father's items are in warehousing. She's converting his workspace into a creative space. Father sends me correspondence from incarceration. I send them back sealed. Celeste still shares on online platforms about being a survivor of self-absorbed mistreatment. She receives perhaps 3 approvals, all from her mother's fabricated profiles. The latest I learned via rumors, Father's mastering board games in incarceration. He shed 30 pounds from tension. Celeste was dismissed from the fuel stop for taking gaming slips. She's being pursued by 3 payment card firms. Her folks are contemplating evicting her. She sought to appear on a televised program about renewal. They declined her. Mother's attorney preserved all the proof in a dossier tagged "The Most Foolish Offenders Ever." He displays it to legal learners as a sample of what to avoid. The magistrate from Mother's separation case? He composed a legal weblog entry about it. Identities altered. Heading "When Arrogance Encounters Proof." Examination in self-ruin. To all inquiring why I delayed disclosing everything. I required them to feel secure, relaxed, conceited enough to confess it openly. If I challenged them confidentially, it would have been rejections and fabrications. By permitting Celeste to inebriatedly admit at supper, with observers, while I possessed months of proof. Undeniable. My mother merited fairness. She obtained it. My father merited repercussions. He obtained them. Celeste merited zilch. That's precisely what she concluded with. Me? I discovered that occasionally the finest retribution isn't complex. It's simply allowing individuals to confront the inherent repercussions of their behaviors. With proof. Abundant and abundant proof. P.S. Grandma Agnes is fierce. She forwarded Celeste a holiday greeting to her folks' residence. Simply stated, hope you're relishing rural existence. I hear the fuel stop is recruiting. Oh wait. PPS mothers utilizing father support payments to support a ladies' refuge. She titled it New Beginning Home. The irony is delectable.